In 1974, the world was shocked. A soldier from the Second World War had given up. Let me say that again. A soldier from the Second World War had given up. The war had ended in 1945-46. And this soldier, Hiro Honda, a Japanese intelligence soldier, was stationed in the Philippines. But because his commanding officer told him to hold your post and do not give up, he stayed there for 30 years. People came and told him that the war was over, but he did not believe them because they showed him pictures of his home that did not look like how he remembered. He stayed in his position even though soldiers came and shot bullets. He returned fire because he had a large amount of ammunition with him. He stayed at his post even though they dropped supplies because he thought that the enemy was trying to poison him. He made his own food. For 30 years, it took them until he finally came down, and they all wondered, why did you stay there so long? He said, I wanted to be remembered as a good soldier, and a good soldier holds their post until the war is done. It took him time to be convinced, but when he came home, he finally got married, finally settled down, and died peacefully later on in the 80s. For 30 years, brothers and sisters, he stood the fight. He endured the race. And sometimes it may not seem as if what we're doing is worth it. But brothers and sisters, do not consider the trials of today to be even comparable to the reward of tomorrow. I do not know when Jesus will come, but I know Jesus will come. I do not know if I will see the pearly gates by living until the end, but I know there are gates waiting to open for me. I will not be able to see the effect that I've had on everyone whom I've preached to or whom I've served, but serve everyone as if you were serving Jesus Christ. As a soldier of Christ, I will learn to be strong. Even though I am weak some days, I will learn not to rely on myself, but to rely on Christ. Because I've heard the battle cry. When you hear that battle cry, brothers and sisters, soldiers run to their positions. They take up their arms and they get ready to fight. And brothers and sisters, in 2024, the battle cry has been sounded. So I call on all of us here, stand as soldiers, unite as soldiers, work together as soldiers, march together as soldiers, live like soldiers of Christ, but treat each other like brothers and sisters, because we are all in the army of God.